Hello YouTube, Rocky3 here, back with another kicking action figure review. Today I have two different figures. They were packaged separately, but I'm going to review them together since they go together and don't really have a lot to talk about with them. But it is the Bandai America Pokemon Black and White Zekrom and Resharam. Yeah, pretty cool. Pokemon Black and White were great games. Black and White 2 were even better, and right now I'm playing Pokemon X, and it is fantastic. Probably one of the best Pokemon games I've ever played. It's rivaling Emerald and Yellow version. I mean, it's that good. But yeah, Zekrom and Resharam, pretty cool legendaries. I played Pokemon White, which was Zekrom, believe it or not. If I remember correctly, yeah. And so I got White 2 as well. I never got Black. I used to get both, but now I just trade friends. I have friends now, and we got online trading, and that helps, so I don't have to buy both. Except to get frickin' Mega Stones. Anyways, yeah, these are actually pretty cool figures. My buddy JimmyDan93 hooked me up with these. There will be a link to his channel in the description below. And he makes videos as well. He does mostly gaming videos, but has a few like other things too. I think his first video was a Pokemon video for like a class project that he did. So yeah, that's pretty cool. You should check that out. But yeah, Zekrom and Resharam, pretty cool figures. He hooked me up with them for $5. $5. He was having a yard sale and he was like, I need to get rid of some stuff, and he saved me these and was like, hey, I know you collect action figures. He really only collects Pokemon action figures, but he was like, I don't need the Zekrom and Resharam anymore. Would you like them? I was like, sure, how much? $5? Okay, yeah, so he came over, we did some filming, and I gave him $5 for these. Really tight. But, yeah, let's look at the Zekrom first. Zekrom is really great. Detail on him is pretty adequate, you know. Actually, I think it's pretty good for what the character has. He's got all these lines all sculpted in. Very clean paint of these. He's kind of scuffed up. That's just because Jimmy had him since like these came out. So, yeah, pretty cool. He's got a little blue tip right here. And his eyes are very clean. I like his big generator back here. I always loved their like his like generator looking tail and Resharam's booster looking tail. And he's got detail and paint on the bottom of the feet. That's sculpted, those lines. Paint all on the bottom. Really cool. So he looks great. I love how the wings look like the arms. Like you could just interchange them. I like the way the hands look. They're really cool. And he's got his beak, mouth thing going on. But yeah, detail and paint are pretty good, you know, for like an anime video game character. And yeah, now how about articulation? Sadly, articulation on this guy is pretty weak. Or they could have given us stuff in the legs, tail, head, but we only got up and down on the arms. The arms are just on a swivel, and it's just like a little plug, and it comes in and out real easily. But it won't fall out or anything, but you can pull him out if you want to make like a battle scene with his arm ripped off, gushing blood. Yeah, but that is Zekrom. Get him out of the way. And let's get Resharam up in here. And Resharam's pretty much the same as Zekrom. Lots of sculpted lines. Very clean paint. He's got paint on his little claws right there. On the rings around his neck. Got paint on his feet. Detail and paint on the bottoms as well. Really impressed by that. Lots of people just won't bother with the bottom of the feet. And then feel like there might, I don't know, need a little something extra on the tail. I feel like there's a color missing or something. It just looks like there is, but I honestly don't think there is. I think this is accurate. He's got his blue rings that I think they glowed in the game. I never saw the movie with these guys. I kind of dropped out of the anime until that Origins miniseries came up. That was pretty tight. But he's got all these feathers. He's much more bird-like, kind of a feather dragon instead of a scaly dragon. His little pubes right there. I shouldn't have said that, but it's true. And his chest pubes, like on Step Brothers. I love Step Brothers, and I really love his flowing hair on his head and really clean blue and black eyes. But articulation on Resharam, his wings will go up. They stay kind of well, but if you leave them too long, they will fall down. There it goes. But it can stay up for a while. And it's just a little joint right there. See, it'll stay up. I just pushed it down. I don't know if you saw my hand. But, yeah. The wings will flap, and then the head goes side to side, so that's one more articulation joint than Zekrom. And it can go 360 if you lift it over these little feathers here. But I still feel like, you know, something right there in the tail. There's a glue seal right there. I doubt you could break it, though. These legs, they could easily have made those forward and back joints. Look, they're separate pieces, too. I just feel like they were really lazy in the articulation department on these figures. I feel like they could have been, you know, better articulated, because the detail and paint are good for, you know, anime video game characters, real basic Nintendo stuff, but there's just really no articulation. That's kind of a bummer. But now, how about we do some size comparisons? Here are Zekrom and Resharam with probably the coolest Pokemon figure I own. This is my D-Arts Mewtwo, and it's one of the coolest figures ever. It's really great, super articulated and all that, but they just, they don't scale up well with him. I mean, like, because these guys carried people on their backs. I mean, rode on their backs depending on which game you got. But, I mean, these guys are just, I mean, they're nice big figures, nice good figures, but they don't size well with other Pokemon figures. I mean, I have some water squirters from the 90s packed away in the closet, and just from memory, I can already tell you these guys aren't going to scale up well with them. They really aren't. Which is kind of a shame, really. They're too small. And I'm not saying they should be bigger, I'm just saying there should be some Pokemon figures that maybe scale up better with them. I don't know exactly how big Charizard's supposed to be, but maybe Charizard, the D-Arts Charizard, might scale up well with this, or the Venusaur or Blastoise or something, but the Mewtwo and my little water squirters and my statues, pre-release statues, are also packaged away, like the little Giratina and Lugia that I have. And they don't fit in with either, but Zekrom and Resharam do scale up very well with each other. Yeah, they scale up well with each other, alright. They, I mean, they're about the same height. Resharam's a little taller, but they look just fine together. I mean, as long as you have them together, you really don't need other Pokemon with them. I mean, they're good to go together. I don't think they made black and white Kyurem. That would have been awesome. I would have definitely got those, but I'm pretty sure they didn't make them. And I don't know if they made a Kyurem either. If they did, I'll probably definitely be finding that to go with these guys. But they're really just going to scale up well with each other for, you know, the limited amount of Pokemon figures I have and Pokemon figure experience I have. Well, you know, that's really it for this review. It's just a short review. That's why I filmed them both together. It's just because this is one of my shorter reviews. I normally like to get in a lot of detail, but just not a lot to talk about with these guys. I'm not going to say they're bad figures, because they aren't bad figures. They're just really, really basic. And they were a little lazy on the articulation, but on detail and paint, you know, they're spot on for the characters. I can't say anything bad about detail and paint, especially since they did bother to paint everything, bottom of the feet and all. I mean, I wish we had more than just arm articulation and the head on Resharam. I wish we had leg articulation. I guess the tail on Zekrom doesn't matter. And maybe the tail doesn't matter, but except maybe a little on Resharam, but not on Zekrom. Head on Zekrom, though. Definitely need head and leg articulation on these guys. But they scale up fine with each other, which I guess is the only thing they're really supposed to scale up well with. And I think I'm going to give these guys 3 out of 5 stars. Each one is 3 out of 5 stars, and I can't bring myself to give them more than that. I mean, if there's such limited articulation, and they only really scale up well with each other, and you get a star off for each of those, so, meh. But, yeah, thank you all for watching so much. Thank you very much to JimmyDan93 for getting me these guys in pretty good shape. I'm a little scuffed, but lots of my figures are scuffed too. I was a kid once. And for $5 for the pair, though, that you can't beat that. You can't beat that. Well, I guess you could. $4 for the pair, even $3, 2, 1, less than $1. Nah, no one's gonna do that unless they're just a total bro. But not saying you're not a bro, Jimmy. You're the broest of bros. Thank you so much for these, man. I love them. They're cool figures. I really do love them. I have them on display. I swear. These and my Mewtwo are the only 3 of my Pokemon figures I have displayed right now. Until I get my my new place to put figures. You guys will all see that later. Oh, secret surprise. But yeah, these are cool figures. 3 out of 5 stars. Thank you so much, JimmyDan93. I know I just said that, but thank you so much. If you guys want to check out his channel, link in the description below. He's doing a Pokemon Emerald walkthrough right now, so I would check that out. It's probably going to have a good mini parts for you. And also several other links in the description below. Links to my other channels. Yeah, my second channel, which is my gaming stuff and vlogs of my action figure and comic book collection hauls, and just other channels down there too, like the Slender Happening and etc. Facebook, Twitter, follow you back on Twitter, last review, all kinds of cool stuff. So please check it out, you guys. Please, 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 please. Thank you all so much for watching. 3 out of 5 stars. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Don't have to if you don't want to, but it would be really helpful. Feedback is always helpful. So thank you all so much, and I'll see you all later.